करवाया। और आइए अब देखते हैं कि वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण इस वक्त मुंबई में अपना संबोधन दे रही हैं फिनटेक ग्लोबल सॉल्यूशंस पे। आइए सुनते हैं।
Challenge and what is more relevant is to build a responsible financial ecosystem. Responsibility is not something which can throw at everybody equally, but never mind, one laggard somewhere can cause the biggest disruption, especially when we say technology is the tool through which we are going to bring in a lot of changes. And it is the global challenge, therefore, to see how differentiated uses and differentiated user countries all prevailing at the same time in creating an ecosystem which is going to make a difference for growth itself will be using this technology, and global collaboration therefore depends on several variables. Although technology, I repeat, is a powerful tool through which we can do this. So when we are talking about financial ecosystem, let's understand the context in which we are talking about the financial ecosystem. The world is going through a question on the globalization itself. There are calls for deglobalization. There are some who say not deglobalization, let it be reglobalization. Whatever be it, globalization is being questioned, and it is most of us who will speak up first, who would say globalization also has helped in removal of poverty differently in different countries, because capitalism spreads wealth, and wealth according to entrepreneurial skills, and therefore globalization debate gets in several other factors which are important. So we are talking about responsible financial ecosystem, when equally the debate globally is about globalization. So responsible globalization, shall we say, is the issue on which we'll also have to contribute. The other issue, I think, is the huge disparities which are prevailing all over the world. And that when we talk of disparity, the temptation or the way in which our minds are cultured over the last 70 years, 100 years after the First World War, is to think of only wealth as a disparity. Access disparities also cause a lot of difficulties. So disparities also prevail in well-being. Disparity in demography. Some countries are very old, with their population almost now reaching the highest level, and productive age people numbers are dwindling. Even that's a disparity. So demography itself brings in that better endowed countries versus not so well endowed countries. Disparity prevails when we are talking of technology. Digital literacy is a huge big indicator where some countries are better off and some others are not so well off. So when you're looking at disparities globally, disparities in well-being, disparities in digital literacy, disparities in access to resources, disparities because of demography, all this prevails. We are talking about responsible financial ecosystem, global challenges. We need to understand those challenges which are before us. Also, we equally should talk about the threats to a responsible financial global ecosystem. And the global challenges, therefore, build a responsible financial ecosystem. But what are the threats? We should be well seized of them. Physical border threats, which are conventional warfare and other things. Cyber threats, you're very adept at understanding it, but the intensity, the unpredictability, and also the depth and access which cyber threats have today. As much as you build firewalls, there are more and more newer ways in which access is being made and threats are being or attacks are being made. So cyber threats, crypto threat as well as an opportunity. But crypto is also an example that I use later to say how, unless global cooperation works out well, you're not going to be able to have a responsible financial ecosystem which can regulate it as well.
ग्लोबल फिनटेक फेस्ट को संबोधित कर रही थी वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण। और फिलहाल न्यूज़ 18